Dear friends, may the Lord give you peace. Like the previous Sunday, the image of John the Baptist is placed before us. This time the biblical text places him in a prison. This information can serve as a starting point for our reflection. Speaking of prison, we create a mental image of a cramped room that does not give much room for action. And those who are in it almost always have their minds on how to get back their freedom, or as soon as possible, and if possible, to prove their innocence. We can say that they are in a certain state of anxiety, since all circumstances point to the creation of unrest within the individual. This is where John the Baptist becomes very, very, very interesting. His prison bears witness to a paradox. We do not see from the gospel lines that he's too preoccupied with the questions about his own innocence or with nervous attempts to get hold of his physical freedom in any way. No, Christ is what occupies him. And from that we can conclude how free John actually is, and how in fact no barrier, whether physical or spiritual, can be as big as God, who is bigger than everything. On the other hand, perhaps we can find in John a state of deep agony that arises from questioning one's fundamental beliefs. Are you the one who is to come, or should we look for another? Let's try to imagine the situation he was in. From the assurance given to him at baptism that Jesus is the one who is to come, now in the darkness of prison, such a foundation is put before the question mark, another confusion, and we can say despair. Perhaps John questioned the credibility of his preaching if Jesus was not the one who is to come. Maybe everything was really in vain and that one should be looked for. John was in front of the door of failure that slowly began to open for him, and he could not do anything about it. In moments like these, prison can take hold within the soul of an individual. But the Baptist did not allow this colossal battle that was taking place inside him to leave him passive, but the holy restlessness encouraged him to ask questions. He does not flinch in spirit despite the doubt that has crept over his heart. He seeked and he found. Like a flash of light, Jesus' answer comes as a confirmation of his search. He is the one. Do we see a resemblance to this place here, MEĐUGORJE? How many times did the Lord, through his mother, here give answers to people in different adversities? How many conversions, healings, and reconciliations have occurred in this place? Ultimately, how many times did Jesus answer the crowd here that he is the one that they are looking for? Therefore, dear seeker, fear not. Ask questions, search, no matter what. Wrestle if necessary. Just don't give up. Like Jacob in the book of Genesis, cry out to the Lord. I will not let you go unless you bless me. God bless you.